I just think they're neat.
Hello there. Oh, it's the music. Sorry, the music was really quiet. Sorry about that. Hello everyone, where's my VTuber? There's my VTuber. Hello. Your eardrums. Oh no. Uncle's moon are indicated as at their annual Uncle Moons to share what account, or is that this isn't Uncle Moon, but Uncle Moon's moon, little Uncle's moon. How are we all doing? I am very happy to be streaming today. God, Friday's tech issues, huh? But yeah, I am happy to be. Oh my gosh, Uncle, thank you so much for the resub. You guys are way too kind to me. How are we all? I hope we're all well. Can you hear me okay? All good? All good. Excellent. Small sip, I have tea. I hope everyone's alright today. There's only one Uncle Moon. Yeah, we've designated the other uncle as Uncle Son. So I'm just getting the game up. We're just gonna resume the file from the other day. That's alright with everyone? We did not get very far, but I will just recap. Just gonna get right into it. I'll just recap. We're playing through Pokemon Yellow, and it's a completely just bog standard normal playthrough of the game. We're gonna make like a fun definitive team. We are playing as Greg. We have Killia the Pikachu, who already fucking hates us. It's amazing you're able to stream directly from your original Game Boy. Yeah, I'm quite wise. I've been able to do such masterful things. So yeah, hopefully we can get a bit further this time. And our rival is Dark, the main antagonist of Disgaea 5. Hope everyone's ready for a bit of a chill stream. I should be streaming again on Thursday. Look at Pikachu shaking its bum. The Pikachu sprite in this game is adorable. He's just a sassy boy. I love chubby Pikachu. So I've actually finished Gen 1 before. I played the 3DS re-release and I really enjoyed it. Do I think it's flawed? Oh yeah, it's old as hell. Well, not old as hell, but like in terms of video games. You know, nearly 30 years is a long time, video game-wise, isn't it? Also, just a reminder, I'm using a ROM hack. The biggest change is all 151 Pokemon are accessible, and there's a very fun thing we can do with Pikachu later that you normally require Stadium for. But very fortunately, due to the power of perfectly legitimate copies, we no longer need Stadium for. Hey, you came from Pallet Town. You know Prof Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? I guess I don't have a choice. Look at our Pikachu. Look at Killia. I hope Scarlet doesn't take us back this far in time. Yeah, because the new games theorize to have, like, time travel mechanics. Imagine it just goes back to black and white. Oh, the Rattata sprite's cute. Oh yeah, Thundershock can paralyze. I mean, I don't know what Pikachu's final moveset's going to be, but I imagine it's going to be like T-Bolt, T-Wave. I don't know, might chuck on Quick Attack and maybe something else. We want the sprites back. The sprites, look, I like the 3D models, but the sprites are better. The sprites are much better. They're more stylistic, they're more interesting, they've got a lot more set personality to them. And in my opinion, they perfected them in Gen 5. I kind of wish that, the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I almost wish they did like a HD sprite thing with those games. Because at the very least, then at least if it is like a more straight remake, at least it looks better. I'm cynical. Strem stable? Hey, Chris! Yes, it is. Thank you for popping in. And we want the dark, twisted, ominous hint of a great Pokemon War back. Shit! 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 Thank you, Uncle. I knew I was forgetting to do something. Don't worry about it. Thanks just for ensuring. Can yellow. Thank you. Ugh. While I'm at it, I'm just gonna go put up the the notification. What is it? Thank you. Knew I'd forgotten to do something. Oh no! No, it wasn't a joke. I'd actually forgotten. Oh, Greg! How is my old Pokemon? Wait, your old Pokemon? Professor Oak, you caught this, like, in-game, you caught this less than 10 minutes ago. What the fuck are you on about? It seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. I've lost my first battle. What, do you have some for me? Just a custom Pokeball I ordered. Thanks, Greg. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Doc, Gramps. Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Nah, Doc, good timing. I needed to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. I forgot we had the exclamation mark to Doc's name. It makes all of the dialogue better. Greg and Doc! It's like he's yelling it. Take these with you. Greg got a Pokedex from Oak. Make a complete guide to all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. Why is Vic becoming more like an old prospector? It's all on you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. Greg's mom doesn't have all day. It's like great to take in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know, I'll borrow a town map for my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Greg. Ha ha. Pokemon live their hills. So the SOA shop. The man does just yell. So yeah, from that little audio, but like text queue, if you go talk to the sister, you get a town map. Good heavens. Hello. Good heavens. Speak in all caps too. Do I need to be hang on. Do I need to become more British? Do I need to speak more British? No, I'm not doing that. Wait, did Professor Oak not heal Killia? Oh no. What's Lava Oak's sake? Dark's name or Deep Fry Killia? That's like, it's like, an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. There's no actual way of finding out. Please move. I really don't want to get an encounter. So we're going to heal. And now we can buy Pokeballs. No earthly scale can grasp the volume. Now I know there is actually an optional battle against Dark, but I'm not currently aware of where the cutoff is. I think the cutoff is reaching computer, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I'd like to buy 5 Pokeballs. And 5 potions. And let's pick up an antidote. A paralyze heal. And that's about it. So... this is the old man who gives you the catching tutorial. In the Japanese version, it's not... he doesn't need coffee, he's drunk. I've had my coffee now and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. Sorry I was rude to you. See, we're using a Pokedex. I'll show you how to catch Pokemon as my apology. I love the fact that Professor Oak has seemingly just invented it. Oh, good lord. Freya Hyla? So can we just appreciate the power of this old man? Oh, shoot, so close too. It worked. I must be losing my touch. And a Pokeballs too. And bye, old man. Killia, do you still hate me? Yes. So, I'm not really sure how far we're going to get today. Generally, I'd like to maybe get to the 3rd gym. I think that would be a really good distance to get. But there is a so Viridian Forest. There is a really interesting Pokemon you can get here. Because this game is slightly more based on the anime, the game does let you get some certain Pokemon earlier than you should. Oh, that was a battle. It's a good song. I do really like the Viridian theme. Pika! god, that did not do much damage. Oh no, I feel like I have the slightest feeling that Killian might not be very strong. That's unfortunate. I thought the yellow Pikachu was buffed, but possibly not. Anywho, so because Ash caught a Pidgeotto, I believe you can get one in Viridian Forest. On a much lower level than you should be able to. And if it's not Viridian Forest, then I will have to Google where. No, not you. Because Pidgeotto is basically our way of winning the first gym. I don't think Pikachu gets Quick Attack until like level 15 or some shit like that, and Pikachu has no actual way of damaging Onix otherwise. Oh, we get Thunder Wave, that's good. So yes, so this is actually proof that the ROM hack has worked. You normally can't catch a Weedle in Pokemon Yellow. That's actually one of the very few Pokemon you're not able to capture. Because Ash doesn't. And I guess that means Ash is damned, all Weedles are damned for life for not being chosen by the Lord and Saviour Ash. Look at our boy, they are quite cute. Weedle, we love Weedles. Oh yeah, if you have any team suggestions, honestly, just let me know. I said this in the last attempt. I'm probably going to be going on autopilot with the team, but if anyone's like, we really need to use like a Rhydon, for example, or Weedle, I don't think I could just use a sole Weedle team. I'm happy to use a Beedrill. Beedrill's pretty fun. Oh, Pokemon Weedle edition. Oh gee, what Pokemon should we catch in this area? Weedle. Which one should we get to the Weedle? I mean, do you want me to catch a Weedle for the team? Because I'm happy to. Beedrill could make a really decent early Pokemon. It'll definitely help in the 4th gym. Caterpie. Caterpie's cute. And I really like Butterfree as a Pokemon. Bye. Dead. Nah, but Nidoran. Oh, Nidoran's cute. I like Nidoran. Post work at Filling Station. Tea and chocolate during break. Oh, nice. Oh, Nidoran female. I like Nidoqueen. Pika! I'm actually going to also see, can I beat this game without grinding? I want to see if it's actually possible through how utterly unbalanced Gen 1 is. This is probably the only Pokemon game I won't have to, but at least until Gen 8. But we could try. Oh no, I didn't want to do a battle. I didn't want to do a battle. I just thought you were a regular trader. Well, not a regular trader, just an NPC. Oh no, he's got 3. Oh, the Metapods. They're all Metapods, aren't they? Dudes, 2 deaths, 2 Doritos. If we were to think about how the Nidos as a group of Pokemon would have actually have just been one set, just with gender differences, but because they just didn't think to have gender as a mechanic in Gen 1, or probably couldn't fit it in. I say dude, but like the Deuteran male and Deuteran female. I use dude, but as in like the pretty version. Like, dude! Right, we're gonna... Oh, fuck's sake. I am gonna have to find out where to catch this Pidgeotto. But yeah, okay, guys. Didn't even notice the before two. Okay, guys. What is... Ah, shit. We lose this fight. I should not have Thunderwaved. Shit. I was on my way back to the Pokemon Center. Okay, guys, yay or nay on the Weedle? Oh my god, this is gonna take forever because I growled. Weedle? We're getting Weedle? Weedle, yes. While this is happening, could someone possibly look up where the how to get the Pidgeotto, the early Pidgeotto in yellow? That's alright. Oh my god. Oh, this is torture. I'm so sorry, Achillea. This is a war of attrition. Oh. Oh yes, Pikachu's trademark, screech of violent death. Oh, he's pissed. Why exactly is Killia dying? We ran out of PP on Thundershock. And Killia already has one offensive move right now. Which was a really bad planning, I feel. I know, Gen 1 has some weird balance shit like that. Anyway, if you go up here, this is the way to the Pokemon. To the Pokemon League. As a result, there's an extra rival battle. This is a completely missable one. Struggle no work, I'd have to get through all of my moves. Hey Greg, you go to the Pokemon League? Forget it, you probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Now I really should, maybe have had to caught a second Pokemon to do this battle, because he has two. Go have some soup now, later. Enjoy your soup. Spinner is an interesting Pokemon ring to have. And then of course Eevee. But he is no match for Killia anymore. By the way, if you're hitting the gym, text Greg. Oh, that's much smoother. Greg defeated Darkmark. Oh, you just looked out. Her Pokemon League has many tough traders. Have to figure out how to get past them. Quit dawdling and get a move on. Why is he such a dick? Now, real quick. Ignore. Where's my mouse? Why isn't... Oh, hang on, sorry. Apparently, RetroArch doesn't like me using the, thing. Don't forget, Dark already has 10 gym badges. Oh, yeah. Pokemon Yellow. Early Geodude. Oh, it is Viridian. Okay, let's grab ourselves a Weedle. Let's grab a Weedle and a Pidgeotto. That should be alright for the first gym. Because then at least we have 2 backup plans. Borb and Bug. What we just do is, let's just trudge for the grass until they both show up. So there's our Weedle. Absolutely perfect. Right, Weedle was cool. Right, we need a name. We need a name. The hairy bug Pokemon. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, look at it. You know what? I'm feeling Zoroark. I'm feeling Zoroark. Serafina. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you make a good point. Zoroark could be the Pidgeotto. No one has the splendor of Red Magnus yet. So let's say. So Bug Poison, Poison Sting and String Shot. It is going to be a very hard member to carry, but hopefully Beedrill will be worth it. I can at least say that I know Butterfree's worth it. Butterfree's pretty decent. You get some half-decent coverage from it. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can get a Psychic-type move from it. Johto would be disrespected by label to Zoroark. Oh shit! Wait, does Pikachu get it at level 11? I thought it was later. Let's get rid of Tail Whip. Okay, who should be Pidgeotto then? Oh, fuck, should it be Cristo? Usalia. Maybe actually, maybe. No, because I might swap it out for a Dragonite, and in that case, I might call the Dratini to Dragonite Usalia. Yeah, it's Goldion. It's Goldion. Perfect. You know what, I might as well do some switch training on Serafina if we're gonna hunting. I assume Pidgeotto has replaced Pikachu as the rare encounter for the forest. Hang on. That's gonna bug me. Get it? Cause it's a bug. Oh god. I'm not leveling up against a Kakuna, I'm sorry. Use Weedle to catch a Kakuna. That would be so incredibly stupid. Of course! Battle of the Ages. Big brain, use Weedle to catch a Weedle! I'm not making a team of Soul Weedles. That would be the worst team. Weedle sweep! Okay, I'm actually gonna have to switch for this one because severe weakness. Okay, come on. Pidgeotto. I'm gonna be the best. You just can't beat me. Look, I've got a Weedle. Who isn't gonna fight you? Oh god, it's a stronger bug. Oh, help. It's a better version. I think it should be the very best. Like no one ever was. Seraphina leveled up. Wait a minute, if it's a Metapod, it's probably just gonna know harder. And before it does know Tackle. Oh my god, I didn't know it was... Interesting. Oh god, it does. Okay, Seraphina, you're actually kind of pulling some punches here. You're not actually all that bad. I can't believe I'm saying this. But Weedle Sweep might happen. Weedle Sweep. Greg defeated Bugcatcher. Oh yeah, they don't have names of this one. What? Seraphina is evolving? Weedle was the true Greg. Seraphina evolved into Kakuna. I suppose I didn't have Learn Harden, but... No, maybe that's a level up? So we've already got a interesting team. See you later. Oh, okay. Have a good shift. Thanks for popping by. I'll give you the updates after. Right. Right. Let's do this. Oh, I see, Metapod. But I have a better bug. I've actually got a pretty decent bug. Kakuna will have actually pretty decent defense stats, so... I can't believe I'm actually just using a Kakuna. This is such a bizarre run of the game, I'm loving it already. Already loving it. Right. Hey, wait up, what's the hurry? Okay. Bug Catcher wants to fight. Level 10 Caterpie. Hang on. If I heal, I might, just through type advantage, be able to deal with this. Yeah, I think I can kill this cat. Oh my god, Weedle Sweep. Weedle Sweep. Sweeple? Damn, we should have got a Sweeple. Come on. Almost got it. No, no. Wait, no, it's just speed. I thought that was accuracy for some reason. My damn, that didn't lift me up. Oof. Damn. Okay, so this is the end of the forest. Where the fuck is this Pidgeotto? Because even if we don't use the Pidgeotto long, we kinda need the Pidgeotto. As both of the team members aren't gonna do well against Brock. That's honestly one of the biggest issues with Yellow is actually, well, at least for the offset, is, yeah, the first chip's tough. Like, really tough. God, it must be the rare encounter. Oh, at least this is a Pokemon I can kill easily. Come on. Come on. I love the Gen 1 sprites of this game. They actually do look really good. Like, some of them used to look terrible, but I'm glad they've been improved. Level 8. Harden? No. Weird. Do another encounter, and then if it's still not Pidgeotto, we'll go to Pewter, because at the very least we can get the Pokemon Center. Yeah. How odd. Have you noticed the bushes on the roadside? They could be cut down by a special Pokemon move. Live only in forests and caves. Everywhere to get different kinds. Ugh. Oh, it could be this patch of grass. Oh shit, Nidoran spawn here. I should probably get around to actually catching a few of these Pokemon because I know there's a couple of Pokemon you can only get. There's a couple of things I want to get that you can only get by catching a few. Yeah, I'll get round to I think I should get round to catching a few Pokemon. That was a very stupid decision. Let's just hit it with a Poison Sting. He can survive another, I reckon. Pidgey was caught. Not going to use this Pidgey, but we are going to box it. And let's dig that cave, which is relevant later. Yes, I'd like to heal my Pokemon, please. Let's also save. As it's been a bit of time. Go to the PC. Someone's PC. And we can deposit this Pidgey. Anywho. Well, something wanted to say hi. I mean, it's a Rattata, so it's like, it's fine. Sorry, I'm just actually gonna go check. Yeah, I want to check. Where is this Pidgeotto? Cerebi. Yeah, Viridian Forest. It's a 1% chance. Oh god. Well, I guess we better start. Hang on, just making sure display captures on. Yes, it is. Yep, better make sure it works. Oh my god. All right. %. That's kind of brutal. Not gonna lie. I really need to wait. I don't remember what level Beedrill evolves at. I probably should have pulled that up too, but we're here now. It's like I'm gonna end this stream and it's gonna be like, oh, what did you do on the stream? It's like, yeah, we found a Pidgeotto. That's all we did. I feel like it would be quicker to catch a Pidgey and level it up to level 9. Like, this is a really cool detail, but also incredibly rare. Come on. No, I'm pretty sure Pikachu in Red and Blue is only like 5% too, so like it's not even proportional, I don't think. Oh, it's not. Oh god, that barely did anything. Like I said, I wasn't gonna have to grind, but this is slightly different. Because I'm not level grinding, I'm just looking for one Pokemon. We're gonna have to do this again when we get to the Safari Zone. Because I want a Dratini. Oh, do I waste Pokeballs? Because when I eventually get to it, I am gonna want to, catch it, so I don't want to waste my Pokeballs just in case. Yeah, we'll just kill. If it comes to it, if it does come to it, what I'll do is, if we get a Beedrill before it shows up, we will just use the Beedrill. And Weedle Sweep. Because this is slightly stupid. Okay, come on. Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. Hi, Weedle. Hi, sweetie. Come on. Come on. Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. Not a Pidgeotto. It's never a damn Pidgeotto. Okay. Okay. Pidgeotto? I don't even want this as a permanent member of the team. This is the annoying part of this. This is going to be a temporary member who will eventually get replaced by a Dragonite. Wrong kind of Pidgey. Come on. Because you're just slowing down the Pidgeotto I get. Right. Come on. Sorry, I had to do something. I'm back now. Did I miss anything? No, don't worry about it. Okay, so we are looking for a Pidgeotto. It is a 1% spawn. This is the team so far. We have Seraphina the Kakuna, because they insisted on us having a Weedle. And Killia gets quick attack a lot earlier than I thought he did. Does he hate us? He no longer hates us. I really want this Pidgeotto, but like, I was just saying that like I feel like it would be easier to get a Pidgey to level 9. But yeah, it's neat to have like an evolved Pokemon early, but so what I've said is if Seraphina evolves to a Beedrill before we get the Pidgeotto, we will just use the Beedrill because this is slightly ridiculous. Should be smooth sailing though once we get it. Well, either. Because if we get a Pidgeotto, we have won Brock's gym. Gust will demolish it. And if we get a Beedrill, hey, that's a fully evolved Pokemon this early in the game. That's decent. Oh, nice. To be fair, that's probably probably not a bad spot to do it, especially if like you know, there's the level 33 Dugtrio can spawn there. Not a bad place to grind. I remember beating the you get loads of XP now. I remember beating Blue like 20 levels lower than I should have been by the simple fact of nothing can beat Fire Spin. Fire Spin is simply the most powerful move in this game. I actually think we're just going to get the Beedrill. Honestly, I feel like the Beedrill is just going to... It's just going to end up being taking the Pidgeotto slot. Because, damn it, it's so rare. Come on. Come on. Uncle, up to you. Do we move on to the next route? Just to... Oh, I need to go back to... Uncle, up to you. Do we go to the next route just to level up Kakuna? Or do we just keep trying to get that Pidgeotto? As is, and I think that's important these days. See how that changes it all. Oh god, could you imagine if they did a modern remake with like Mega Evolution? Well, they did do that for Let's Go, but like, actually. I feel like it would unfortunately unveil some of the flaws of how kind of simplistic this game is, but it's simplistic in a good way. I like that it's very open, that it, you know, there's points where you just have options. Get Pidgey. Okay. We'll keep trying. Obviously, as I said, if Beedrill happens first... Wait, no, not even Pidgeotto, just Pidgey. No, man. Level 10. Oh! I guess we're not getting a Pidgeotto. I didn't realise it was level 10. I'm home. Hey! How you doing? Nice spawn in the forest. Yes! But it's a 1% spawn. So just to catch you up, we are playing as Greg. This is Seraphina the Beedrill. And Killia the Pikachu. We were trying to get a Pidgeotto, but it's such a rare spawn, I can't be asked. And our rival is Dark. Wait, this thing still only has Poison Sting. Oh no. Oh, this might be a problem. Sure it's hot in here. Oh yeah, you have inverted seasons. Or do we have the inverted seasons? Had some ice cream. Ah, nice. Oh, I've got some sorbet in the freezer. I might grab some soon, actually. That sounds nice. Oh, look at Killia's little butt wiggle. So this is the museum. If you come back later to this spot, you can get an Aerodactyl. It's probably us, England is backwards. Hiya, I can tell you have what it takes to become a Pokemon champ. I'm no trainer, but I can tell you how to win. Take it to the top. Alright, let's get half it. It will be tough for your Pikachu at this gym. Electric attacks are harmless to Brock's ground-type Pokemon. So, stop right there, kid. Still light years from facing Brock. Yes, the infamous "you're light years from facing Brock." Junior trainer, male. No, not a Diglett. Oh no, that was only a crit. Oh no. So this might be a really difficult gym. Considering... Let's see how much quick attack this name should be Buzz. Let's see how much, let's see what quick attack can do. Oh, quick attack isn't bad, actually. No, I'm scroll down. Have you seen Lightyear? No, and I don't have much interest in seeing it. I kind of feel like it's a cash grab, but I'll probably end up watching it down the line. Oh no. Oh no, he has two! Diglett has PlayStation Network. There's no Fire Alarm Tickler as this one. Sadly, no. Sadly, we can't use like fucking like Yu-Gi-Oh rules on it. I fucking love like some of the early anime shit is so bullshit because it's like. Do you mind spoilers? I know the major spoiler. So it's up to Aries because I know. Killia, no! Anyway. This is going to be a really hard gym. Oh my god, that did so little. What? Yeah, and I think it's an incredibly stupid plot point. Wow. That was hard. Why is the Pidgeotto only a 1% spawn? This movie's the one Andy saw. Yeah, you see, my main issue with that as a plot point is it's not a 90s movie. If they wanted to do it like that, they should have spun it as a full-on parody of 90s movies, but from everything I've seen of it, it doesn't have that vibe. It doesn't fit Buzz as a character, it ignores some of the stuff from the movies, I'd rather them have just done Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Okay. Always save before a gym leader? I'm Brock, Pewter Gym's leader. I don't even want to question what that means in terms of the Toy Story universe. I believe in rock hard defense and determination. Determination, you say? That's why my Pokemon are all rock type. Do you still want to challenge me? Fine then, show me your best. The TT? Oh, the time travel. I mean, space-time travel is always a bit weird. Okay, Geodude. Is Geodude just rock? No, it's rock ground. Right, this is going to be an incredibly difficult battle. The bit Krispika. He sucks. Yeah, the cat looks cute. Yeah, we might, so we're actually gonna lose this fight. We actually do need that Pidgey. I did catch one though, so what I'm just gonna do is I'll probably just grind it on the bottom root. Yeah, I feel like that's the big thing with Lightyear, is that it didn't need to be a Buzz Lightyear movie. Oh, the scream of pain doesn't get any better. Get a Nidoran. The thing is, Poison's not really doing anything. That's the problem here. If Seraphina could actually get a hit or two in. But even normal poisons are actually doing any damage, and electric. Whew. Wait, are they grass? Are they grass poison? I thought they were just pure poison. I've got just a minute. Hang on, let's investigate. We already have a Pidgey, so if we do need, so we can at the very least use one, if push comes to shove. Okay, you're just rubbing it in now, game. Although that one is level 7. Hang on. Hang on. If you have one, why try catch another? Simple. This one's a higher level. Therefore, I don't have to level the other one up as much. Nickname it? Yeah, sure. You can be, we need to just guy a name. You could just be Dude. Welcome to the team, Dude. You're gonna be here for, like, a battle. No, you're going to be here for, like, the next cave and a battle. Podgy. Podgy would have been a good name, actually. Yeah, that's really brutal. That, like, learning new words every day. There are Nidos. There are Nidos. There are absolutely Nidos. I'm not doubting you. But we encountered one. But I'm just gonna risk it with dude. Yeah, they're attractive. They call it Podgy. I like Podgy. Broxham like, oh, you're back? He's like, you fool. I have a bird. Featured just like Pokemon that loves the hospital. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. No, there's no way. It's rock ground. And rock's good against flying type Pokemon. I love Pokemon. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We're doing this. I can't believe we're actually having to go get. We're gonna have to go. God, that's an interesting idea. I'm opting to ignore those comments. Oh, Geodude's on timer. Oh, Brock has a full heal. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, excuse me for trying to do actual battle tactics. This is pain. This is actually torture. Yes, that does. I'm not using, like, 4 potions on this Geodude. How many full heals do you have, man? He has more! He has infinite full heals! He just has more full heals! This is such a stupid battle! I hate this! I hate this! This is going to take so long, and it's not even a guarantee we'll beat Onyx, because I think Onyx is level, like, 11 or 12. I can't believe this. Okay. We need to lower its attack. We are destroying this thing through the war of attrition. It knows bide and tackle. We can confirm those. I mean, should. And he absolutely should. Like, oh my god. Perversion either way is not good. But we do not stand. This is the worst Pokemon battle I've ever had. How did anyone beat this game? I'm so used to just blasting through this with a Squirtle. Because of course I use Squirtle, it's my favourite Pokemon. Oh yeah, it has Bind. So realization, what if Quick Attack runs out before... Quick Attack doesn't have enough PP. I don't think it has enough. This is the worst. I've never experienced such a thing before in my life. How in the hell was that a crit? Oh, God. And if I put as a fighting type move, that's the only way this would make sense. We might be able to get a Mankey. If we go back further, we could pick the Mankey. We'd have to level it. We'd have to level it very severely. There has to be. I have to be. I missed. How did Quick Attack miss? I hate this. I'm literally gonna have to struggle it. This is why? Why is this happening? We're probably halfway through the stream and I'm fighting a fucking Onix. There's no way I can kill it. Most traders probably don't do Brock first IRL. Honestly, yes, like, ugh, Brock. Well, okay. So now we're at the point in the fight where, we physically can't harm him anymore. We literally have to out-hope. We literally have to get struggle. Struggle is the only way we can win this fight. We lose. I'm not going through like fucking hours of that. Well, Dude is useless. Right. I'm gonna think up a solution to this problem. There's always a solution. Dude, why? I think the solution is the solution's either Mankey or the Nidos. Because if we can get the Nidos, they might have something like a grass type move or even low kick. Rattata is not the solution to this problem. I'm sorry you guys have to just endure that, because that was awful. Is there a Mankey nearby? I can get one if I return to Viridian. I can get a Mankey. Mankey would guarantee a victory. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go back and get a Mankey. I think Mankey is the. This is gonna be the hardest gym. I just want to make sure people are aware of this. There is no gym after this that is going to pose as much of a problem. Because at the very least, by the second gym we have Pikachu for, and the third gym, one, if we struggle with the third gym, you can skip it for a while. And two, there's like ground type Pokemon nearby. I'm pretty sure we could get Bulbasaur by then. Fourth gym, we've got a Beedrill, so bug type moves are going to be good on that. Poison, honestly, we could probably just by having a sheer amount of Pokemon, we should probably be able to deal with poison. Psychic's the same thing, and that finally leaves us with fire and ground. In which case, we're probably by that point in the game. We're gonna have a fully evolved team, including a good water type Pokemon, which might be a Blastoise, but could end up being something like a Lapras. And we are absolutely going to have a Dragonite. In the event of Dragonite, we are never going to have to worry about shit like that, because Dragonite's really good. Gonna have the starters? Right. I will ask about the starters. I will probably pick them up. I might use one. I might just end up using one. And it will be between Squirtle and Bulbasaur, and my main reason for this is I'm very dead set on using a Dragonite, and I don't want much type crossover. Although we do have... Oh, for fuck's sake. We do have Beedrill, actually. You know, I'll just ask on all three then, actually. I don't think it's going to matter all that much. If we have, like, 2 poison types or 2 flying types. Yeah, I will probably poll for it. Because... Jesus, it's going to be a problem otherwise. Because, like, it will just take up 3 slots of the team, and as cool as that is, there's more interesting Pokemon, you know. And I kind of want to make like a fun, definitive Kanto team, and having 3 of those slots taken up by starters, it kind of goes away. It's the spirit of that. But that's the reason I've gone with this particular hack, is because it lets me do that. Yeah, HMs are a thing. At the very least, there's only 5 in this game. There are only 5 of them. And I'm pretty sure, like, Flash is like a one-time use. You only really need it for Dark Cave. Okay. This is the patch of grass where Mankey spawns. Oh, first try. Oh, it's level 3. Oh, that's pain. Oh, that's really painful. You see, I kind of get it. My issue with HMs is it's less who thought it was a good idea and who thought to keep going with them. Mankey, you know what? Mankey can be Goldion. Mankey will be Goldion. I did not expect to be stuck on Brock. Alright, fighting type. Only has Scratch and Leer. And if you guys bear with me for just a second, I am just going to save real quick. If you just bear with me a second, I'm just going to boot up Cerebi. And I'm just going to find out what Mankey's learn set is. Because we will probably just level it up until we get our first fighting type move. Level 9. In fact, he's been specifically altered. His moveset has actually been changed so that he does get low kick earlier. They thought of this. They did think of this. Thank God for that. I was gonna say, like, this is one of the most brutal starts to a Pokemon game, and I think you're trying to Nuzlocke this shit. Like, what are you supposed to do if you don't get a Mankey? You're supposed to just power level? This will be the biggest road bump, probably until Safari Zone. Get a Nidoran. You really want me to use that Nidoran, don't you? Let's go through the forest and level up as we walk. Because at least the Pokemon here are weak. We're an hour and 30 minutes into the stream and we're still fucking in Viridian Forest. This can't be my out damage me. This is ridiculous. The drunk man. Oh yes, the drunk man. We mentioned him earlier. Yeah, the coffee guy at the start in the original translation was meant to be drunk. Of course, you can't mention to kids that alcohol exists. Why don't you string shot? Mankey's actually a very slow Pokemon, all things considered. You know what? No. This seems... I've got an idea. We need music. No, because then I'd have to, like, mute the game. I was going to put on Bikini Bottom, but no. No, we're going to stick through this. It's only 5 more levels. And then we never, ever have to worry about it again. As if it was moonshine time. It's mooning time! Oh no. Fucking love the it's mobbing time meme. You kick a kid out of 10, they'll come across a drunk person. The morals of the Pokemon universe are questionable. Hey kids, it's a Lee on a drink. I have tried some. I haven't tried pure sake, but I have tried like some sake infused beer, and it was all right. It was all right. Not like, you know, would it be my go-to? I mean, to be fair, beer wouldn't be my go-to, but it's all right. I do want to try sake. So it's probably all the beer side that I was a bit like about. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. This is the stupidest playthrough. And you know what's going to be really annoying? If that fucking Pidgeotto shows up, a sprite for Mankey. Is it my boy Weedle? Hey Leon. So we had an incredibly difficult time beating Brock, so we've had to go get a Mankey. But I've got good news about Weedle. Weedle's evolved. And yeah, so they updated the front sprites, but they never actually went back and updated the back sprites, so the sprites do look bad. They're based on the terrible original Japanese sprites. Yeah, so Weedle is now a Beedrill. This is a form of torture. The only thing Scaldion is strong enough to level up against in this forest is fucking Cocooners and Metapods, which also have the unfortunateness of being of just hardened spamming. Okay, now Goldion should be able to fight back. How was your soup? Why I love XP share. I miss XP share being the way it used to be. Remember that episode where Ash battled the Metapod with Metapod? Ah yes, the greatest clash in history. Yeah, I feel like experience share being buffed the way it was kind of killed the fun of it. I liked the whole like having to choose, ooh, okay, which Pokemon do I want to prioritize with it? Harden! I don't like. See, fans gets too hard. You see, the thing at least I liked with the original XP share is it was able to be turned off. Now it's just like a mandatory thing, and it kind of kills the pacing of the game. Yeah, Metapods are fascinating Pokemon. Sing Butterfree is free. Okay. Oh yeah, they did the Butterfree mating. That pink Butterfree should have been its shiny. Okay, come on. There's no PP left for this move. Fucking course there isn't. Three more levels and we can actually progress. You know, who'd have thought, who would want to progress in their JRPGs? Who would actually want to move forwards in video games? Oh god, I'm excited to get to a point in this game where I can progress. I'm also excited to get to Gen 2. Like, I'm excited, but I'm also excited to move past this. I do like this game. It's just very, very weird. Oh, yeah, I want to actually pitch this. Oh, could be Soul Hackers before this. Hey, we're getting there. I want to pitch this to you guys, actually. How does this sound for, because, I mean, with the exception of Halloween, because Halloween, I'm doing some special things. How does this sound for our big rotation of, like, RPGs? Where, like, we kind of rotate between, like, we try and rotate between Pokemon, Bethesda, and, like, Disgaea/other. Like, for example, I mean, obviously New Vegas is a bit of an exception, but that's only because there's been a 2-month break. But, like, I don't want to do Disgaea 4 until probably the new year. Because that gives us enough time to, you know, have a break. And like, likewise, I probably won't be doing Pokemon Crystal/Crystal Clear, depending on which one I decide to do, until the new year as well, because God, that's a lot. There's a lot of Pokemon. Plus, just like Violet comes out in like 2 months, and I kind of want to play that, and I don't want to get burnt out. And hey, I might be streaming on YouTube by then, because, you know, Twitch is kind of fucking awful. Like, I'm not going to go too heavily into it, but, Jesus, it's been a bad week for Twitch. And I really hope they listen. And I don't blame the staff of Twitch. It's gonna be an executive. But still. We're getting there. I reckon, like, probably like 5 more minutes and we will be able to battle Brock. Oh, look! It's a Nidoran! Hey, Oko, do you still want me to catch and level one up? I mean, I'll catch one. Yeah. Complete that dex. I mean, I can in this version. No, I do not want to give it a nickname. Come on. Yeah, so how's everyone's day been? I hope everyone's had a nice one. Anything you're looking forward to in the future? Any movies you're looking forward to watching over the next month? I'm pretty excited for Werewolf by Night and the next Doctor Who special. I'm excited to watch Hellraiser for the first time. You're in a group drawing for a Discord server. Drawing a Weedle. Excellent. Blood and Honey. Now, Blood and Honey, we don't know when that releases, but I'm very excited for Blood and Honey. That will be a perfect movie. Level 7. Okay, in 2 more levels we can actually beat Brock. Why is he so hard? Everyone always talks about, oh my god, Whitney in Gen 2, Whitney in Gen 2, and I'm just here like, but Brock. It's just Pooh and Piglet, I think. In fact, I think like the plot synopsis even says like they kill the others. Oh yeah, it's Pooh and Pig. He's not called Piglet anymore in this version. It's just Pig. To blame him for killing Owl. But this does open the door for some many horrifying public domain things. Like, what if when Thomas goes to the public domain, they just make a fucking slasher movie out of Thomas? I mean, we are getting Choo Choo Charles soon, but like, that's different. Oh look, it's the other one! Oh, we're gonna have to go to the Pokemon Center again. Almost. Two gens of Pokemon Gen 1. It is interesting. Especially as they've never retroactively merged them into one Pokemon. But I suppose like they're so iconically part of the original 151 now that it's like to make it the original like 148 it just wouldn't be as right. Because, honestly, with Scarlet and Violet, we might, depending on the amount of Pokemon there is, we could end up going over 1,000. And that's kind of crazy to think about. Because I think we're on 9... I think Enamorus is 905. Come on. Come on. You got this, Gaudia. Please. Please kill faster. Ah, yes. Level 8. One more level. It's the final stretch. And then we should be alright to beat Brock and start to go to Misty. Come on. Come on. We need the Mankey Sweep. We're getting there. We're getting there. Goldilocks training montage. This is how he became the master. One more Pokemon. Do you think he mastered the final secret Omega technique, or whatever the shit it was called? The final technique without scratching a few baby rats to death? Oh, damn it. So close. Wait, no, it wasn't. They're giving 24 experience, not 200. Why did I think they were giving 200? There's actually several more battles to go. For fuck's sake! Oh my god, this is torture. I just want to progress. At least the stream's working. At least me buying an Ethernet cable wasn't in vain. Things will start to pick up in a minute. Would honestly, like, once Brock has been defeated, it's completely smooth sailing. I honestly cannot think of a area that's going to cause more trouble. I knew this was going to cause trouble. That's why I was hoping on, the Pidgeotto, who never spawned. And then it turned out Pidgey was useless in this fight. So I don't even know why I ever bother. Oh yeah, just to clarify, I want to do as much as I can in this playthrough. So obviously there's not that much post-game things in this game. But I do actually intend to seek out the 4 legendary Pokemon that are available. How you guys finding the stream? Sorry that it's been a bit slow. That it's gonna have like 2 experience points needed to turn out now. But I hope you guys have just enjoyed the return. I'm glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back. And pretty smooth? I'm glad to hear. I'm glad you're finding it fine. Now drawing a Beedrill. Excellent. We have obtained a low kick. The time is nigh. To battle. Oh yeah, we're just carrying around that one random fucking Nidoran, aren't we? You know what? The more the merrier. Hey, Brock. The final boss is here. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm actually gonna win this one. Why is it's going so much faster now? Bide, we're on a bit of a timer now. No, not anymore. Fuck it, Goldion, you're on the team for a while. I took you for granted. As proof of your victory, here's the Boulder badge. Brock, I hate you. Can now use Flash. TN34, which one's that? Bite. I might actually teach that. Ayo, thank you. I think I'm actually going to go teach that to the Goldion. Well, everyone can. So, if we just click on Greg's profile, we've obtained our first gym badge. And now, we can finally progress. Might as well talk to the NPCs as well. I'll just rush through them, but just in case any has like an item or something. Feels good to have that off my chest. And we're going to deposit that Nidoran. Oh. Tutorial stuff. Yes, but does anyone have like, you know, like a item or a gift? Just I know Brock is totally into it, whatever the fuck that means. Oh, no, no. Thank you. Right here, you have to pay it again, but it's worth it. See you around. I'm not going to enter that. Okay, we've got a route, and then I think it's Mount Moon. What do I say? Oh, and I think it's a route, and then it's Mount Moon. No, that's it. Doobie doo, doobie doo. Ah. Doobie 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 doo doo. Yes. Okay. I think there's an item? No. I was wrong. Okay. Just a Pidgey? Oh my god. Oh, it's actually glorious. I can't believe how suddenly easier it became. Oh, come on. Oh, don't be a dick. Why do you call me mean? I'm literally, this is our entire career. We are Pokemon trainers. Hey, I met you in Viridian Forest, did you? Alright, I guess this is a rematch. Ah, yes, the Caterpie. But can a bug survive being kicked? Oh no. Yes! In that case, come out my cooler bug. Weedle. Weedle gang. Put in chat if you're a Weedler. And you think it's Weedling time. Come on. Weedling, exactly. Just like in the classic movie Weedlius. Hashtag Weedle time. I like shorts, they're comfy and easy to wear. It's that legend. Look, that's a nice rat. But can it survive getting kicked? No. Oh, fucking Ekans. Let's hit it with paralysis. Paralysis was very helpful. Thank you, paralysis. You really helped. Honest, paralysis. You're doing God's work here. Oh my god. How long is this rap going to take? It's just still going. It's still going. Oh, fucking finally. Arbok's a very cool Pokemon. This is ridiculous. So yeah, welcome to the fact that any move like Fire Spin or Wrap is actually broken in this game. It's so unbelievably strong. It's so strong that using a 20 levels under leveled Ninetales, I was able to defeat the champion's entire team. Hey, how you doing? We are 2 hours into the story, but we've only just beat Brock because Pikachu is really not good against Brock. We have a Mankey, we have a Pikachu, and we have a Beedrill. Probably going to be going for another 2 hours, I reckon. Just catch the birds and complete the game with them. Ah, why don't I think of that? Let me just sequence break the game. Go for a Nidoqueen. Ah, you see, as cool as the Nidos are, ultimately I think there's going to be other Pokemon that I'm going to end up using in this team. Plus, I don't want to go back now and level up the Nidos. Nidoqueen has poop. Yes, Nidoqueen does have boobs. See what we have? We have terrifying Weedle back sprite. Oh, fucking finally, another attack. Now Beedrill is actually useful. So plan for final team. I'm mostly going on autopilot right now. As I said, it's mostly going to be like, you know, if there's a massive suggestion for something and it's viable. I'm going to use at least one of the starters, and I'm probably going to use a Dragonite. Don't know if Beedrill will stick around, although I would very much love for Beedrill to stick around. Mankey might stick around. Depends how the run goes. Use a Jinx, oh for God's sake. I could use a Jinx. Now that's a legitimate thing I could do. Okay, Galdéon hit level 12. This was before Jinx got cancelled, for God's sake. Yes, this is the very unfortunate period in Pokemon history where Jinx looked and was probably designed around a very terrible caricature. Yeah, so Moon, I'm actually using a ROM hack that actually re-adds every Pokemon to the game. Hence why I have a Beedrill. I assure you, some of them are in very fascinating places. I'm very excited to show you guys how you get Mew in this version. You mean a perfectly legitimate copy, right? Yeah, of course. A perfectly legitimate ROM hack. On my perfectly legitimate Game Boy that I totally own. Legitimately. Oh no, not a Rattata. Media capturing Game Boy must be a nightmare. I mean, thinking about it, how would you record a Game Boy game legitimately? I feel like what you'd have to do is you'd have to use the Super Game Boy add-on via a SNES, and then you have to convert the AV into your HD via a HDMI connector, and then link that into an Elgato. Psychic is so good this gen. That's not a bad shout, actually. I could use a Jinx. It would probably be the only time I'd ever use one. But why does Mankey's arms look like a Mewtail? We're not going to question Mankey's sprite. Yeah, Jinx might be something that's worth a thought. We are going to Seafoam Islands at some point. Because I do want to pick up the legendary bird, so... yeah, Nynx or an Alakazam. We could get an Alakazam, although via this ROM hack, their method of getting you get the trade evolution is just through the trading characters, so we'd have to have one with a really fucking weird nickname. But that's not that terrible. You know, like, it could be worse. I'm definitely using a Dragonite. I will even, like, you know, I will even, like, grind off stream if I have to for a Dragonite. And I'm really into the idea of using the, using pseudo legendaries. Dugtrio, maybe. Dugtrio is not a bad suggestion. Ooh, Marowak. That's the thing, there's so many good suggestions, there's so many good possible mons, I might not even use a starter. I might just completely bin them off and use something else instead. But we do need a water type Pokemon, or do we? Or do we? You'll see. You guys will get to see. You're gonna really like this. I'm really excited for how this run's gonna go. Ah, Spearow. Right. We do need to start catching more Pokemon. Due to the very unfortunateness of, I'm pretty sure some HMs are locked behind Pokedex numbers. So let's just grab us. Gyarados, Arcanine, Ninetales, and Victreebel. True, Victreebel and Vileplume aren't bad Pokemon. Aren't bad at all. Hell, even just Victreebel, yeah, because Vileplume will be poison. Not bad suggestions. We're going to be doing this like every alternate stream. So basically, if we say I have like a stream A and a stream B. Oh, I like the Jigglypuff strat, right? But that's all the way in future. Yeah, there's some very light Pokemon. Basically, the way thanks, Jigglypuff, for not actually attacking. If we assume I have like a stream A and a stream B in a week, and the reason I'm no longer saying Tuesday and Saturday streams is because it's not going to be on Tuesday and Saturday anymore, we could get a Persian. But basically, here's the thing. Here's the sitch. Stream A will be Pokemon, and Stream B will be Nuke Vegas, until one of them's completed, to which I will then swap out with Resi 1, right? Yeah, with Resi 1 Remake. And then when the other one's completed, or Resi 1 Remake's completed, I'll probably swap in Pumpkin Jack. And then from then, I think I mentioned this on the test stream, I really want to finish off the Arkham Saga. Yes, I plan on doing all the Resi game. I plan on streaming for a relatively long time, so I will eventually do it. Not this year. My Halloween's pretty stacked, but I do plan on doing Resi 2 Remake. I think part of the reason why I've been doing Resi 2 Remake this year as well is it's 2 stories. Lady Pooper, right? No, it'll be like Resi's like 15 by then. Wait, no, I don't want to deposit an item. I think there was one last trainer here. And then that'll be it. No? That'll be it until... what? Well, for Mount Moon. Oh god, Mount Moon. So you're ready for the gauntlet? Pause punching asshole. Welcome to Mount Moon. And right on cue, Zubat. Oh no, not Leech Life. Anything but Leech Life. Yeah, without Crobat, Zubat's just a little bit sad. Just in the full game? It is, yeah, it's just... we just benefit so much from the stuff that's, you know, was added later. You know. My issue with Gen 1 is just, it's just not very balanced well. It's very buggy. It goes, oh, okay, yeah, no. You've got a point there. You've got a point there. Oh, and don't forget they each only have one move of their respective type, and the ghost type move isn't even good. Which one's TM12? Oh, it's Water Gun. Can anyone learn it yet? No. Lick and Dragon Rage, huh? My Dragon Rage is alright. It's not the best move in the world, but... you know, early game is great. I mean, you're not going to have a Dratini early game, but, you know. It's good for doing a bit of chip damage. In early game, you basically one-hit kill everything for the first 20 levels. Potion. Best Ben in the cave. What about you? How is there still fucking bug catchers? We're gonna reach Victory Road. It's like, hey, I finally evolved it to a Metapod. Really? Now? Oh, for fuck's sake. Now that might change something. This might change the team a little bit, actually. If Persian's actually pretty decent this gen, I might use one. Good to know, good to know. Persian could make a possible team member then. We're probably going to swap in, swap out a few members, I reckon. Like, I'm not sure. I know I've said it before, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to carry Pedro to the end of the game. It'd be very funny to, but I'm not convinced it's got the stats. Right, I need to get to the Pokemon Center. I'm not carrying a poisoned Pikachu throughout the whole dungeon. No, no, no. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Vaporeon could be fun. Vaporeon could be very fun, yes. It probably just depends on who's currently in the team and who's good. You know, like if we've already got a decent water type Pokemon by then, I don't think there's much point getting a Vaporeon, you know. Oh, Clefairy! Vaporeon was cursed by the internet. Oh god, yeah. A lot of Pokemon have been. Oh, fuck. True. Basically, right. What water type? There's a lot of water types, but like at least in the options we have is, you know, we've got Blastoise, we've got Gyarados. Am I gonna have to go back to a fucking Pokemon Center because of this fucking Clefairy? I am actually. I actually am. Oh my god. This fucking dungeon. Thank you for that one, Seraphina. You're really helping. Really helping us. You know the shiny Gen 1 Pokemon? So, basically, the stats of a certain Pokemon when you catch it, if it's like, you know, if you get like, say like a level 5 Rattata with a certain stat block, it will be shiny if you transfer it. Because of how the conversion works. Pikachu, Ninetales, Victreebel, Pikachu, Alakazam, the Water type. Not pretty solid team. Pretty solid team. If I remember correctly, my Gen 1 team was like Blastoise, Mew, Raichu, Nidoqueen, Ninetales, and I cannot remember what else. Might have been a Wigglytuff. Yeah, I've never really been one for using more than one starters. Vendedries, it's just because I could, you know? And also, hey, if you're going to choose your way through an old JRPG, you may as well use a fucking legendary Pokemon. Although it didn't pull me through the game. It did not actually help all that much. It was a good Pokemon to have. To be fair, I wasn't playing yellow, I was playing blue. And Pikachu isn't a starter in blue. It's actually a rare encounter in blue. Magnemite. This was just when Magnemite was just electric and didn't have Levitate. Go back when it was mad. Yeah, basically. To be fair, at least on it just being electric, Steel wasn't a thing yet. Steel didn't actually become a thing until Gen 2. Did they? I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly don't think I've ever used the Magnemite. Beedrill, you're really not helping your case here on possibly staying on the team. That's more like it. Pokemon. Let's switch these two. I like to try and keep everyone at like a general, like, equal level. Sturdy Magnet Pull Analytic. Ah. Did they ever have Levitate? Honestly, I don't know. Guess I just assumed they did because they levitate. Oh my god, Leech Life actually did damage. I can't believe that. Gen 1's weird. Oh fuck. I bet you as well. Oh. Never had levitate. Oh, okay, I must be Mandela. I must just be misremembering. Mandela effect it is. I think it's because they look like they should have levitate, you know. Oddish. I like Oddish. It's a very cute Pokemon. Green Orange is blast. It is a little blast. Yeah, so at least in this game's colour conversion, I think they can already use like 4 colours, because basically, I think at least with this one, it's basically just still a Game Boy game, but then they gave it like a few extra colours for Game Boy Color. Why they didn't just go the full Game Boy Color route, I have no idea, but I'm not going to question the brilliance of Game Freak. I'm questioning the brilliance of Game Freak. There we go. If I remember correctly, I think this is the right route. Yes, because this is where you start to encounter Team Rock. No, this might be the wrong route actually, because I know there's a few dead ends. I don't fucking remember Mount Moon. Gen 1 isn't my Pokemon games. Gen 4 are my Pokemon games. I literally have a map of Sinnoh over my desk. Come on, Gordion. God damn it, Gordion. Oh my God, I really need to. Yeah, I'm really sorry to say this. I think Beedrill might go. They do have some pretty decent ROM hacks. Gen 3 is really the king as a ROM hacks. Which team is this? Mega Punch. Yeah, sure. Oh, please stop Zubat. That's been an MHA yet. No, I don't think the new season of My Heroes debuted yet. I don't really keep up with anime that much, but no, I don't think it has. Like, the only show this year I think I've actually sat down and like, yeah, let's watch, with the exception of Ruby. Don't Hook Me, I'm Scared. Which, if you... Sadly, it's only available in the UK right now. I think it's coming out worldwide a bit later, but if you haven't checked it out yet and you have the opportunity to, oh my God, watch it. It's so good. Oh God, Pokemon. Hey, this isn't just Pokemon. This is the original Pokemon. In all its glory. You don't like it? Ah. Are you not a fan of it, PSP? Did you watch the new series? Yeah. Are you had a PSP? Wait, to be fair. To be fair to you, PSP has some good games on there. But I feel like if I had a PSP growing up instead of a DS, I still would have had some great games. Like, I would have had shit like Daxter, there was Mega Man on there. Secret Agent Clang. There were 2 Ratchet and Clank games. Motorstorm had a PSP game. Little Demons about the Antichrist. Daxter. I've never played Daxter. I just have a very vague memory of it, you know? It's very cool that they did like a spin-off. Watching the Fireman films of the Simpsons. Oh God, yeah, they did the DVD things, didn't they? I'm going to escape rope actually, so I can heal up. Yeah, that was a time where it's like getting movies on your portable devices. Now you can barely even get Netflix on your Switch. Because the GBA had GBA video. Which, was certainly compressed. Look, have you ever wanted to watch Shrek at, like, 8 pixels? Or all grown up? Okay. Much of the same thing. Big recommend, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. The new series is fantastic. And if you haven't checked out the originals, watch them. They're really good. It's literally just 6 short films on YouTube that are just so brilliant. God, can you tell what years I grew up with on the internet? When I reference stuff like Gloves of Hats, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, Charlie the Unicorn. Look, bizarrely not Salad Fingers. I never watched Salad Fingers. Carl! SOCOM, which is a weird tactical shooter you control this guy. Oh, I've heard of that game. I have heard of that. Oh, great. I've already missed, and now my accuracy is getting lowered. Moon, why? Why are you like this? God, I was trying to learn Karate Chop. Oh no. Oh no. Why is Karate Chop a normal type move? I thought that was going to be a better fighting type move, and so I got rid of Bide for it. Oh, don't. Those moves are better than Bide, but still. You do, when push comes to shove, you do hit your punch. You do pull your punches. Come on, die faster. Die faster. Okay. Potion. Yeah. Fucking compressed Pikachu. Oh my god, it's Clefairy. That's actually quite rare. Yeah, that's the rare encounter for this area. I love Clefairy and Clefable. They're such cute Pokemon. HP up? Get a Pikachu. Increase its HP EVs. In Mount Moon, in my Let's Go Pikachu, not Let's Go Pikachu, sorry, Let's Go Eevee playthrough, it was the first time I ever naturally ran into a shiny. I ran into a shiny Geodude. So I went through that whole playthrough with a shiny Golem, who was very good. Results. Well, I didn't have a chain. That's the thing. It was just a pretty normal. You know, I was just walking about. Yeah, legend shinies are pretty common. Don't ever run into one though. The best legend shiny one is RT Game, where someone asked him, "Have you run into any shinies yet?" And just as he was saying, "No, I haven't," a shiny showed up. Yeah, the only one I got was the guaranteed one, and one Uncle gave me. Oh my god, Zubat, please. Well, it's all Zubat, but still, fuck off. I did hunt for a Feebas. Many a year ago. Where the fuck do you go in Mount Moon? I genuinely don't remember. Because I've been to this staircase, right? Or I've been to a different... it's a different staircase. It was... I've tied a shiny head. I did this when I was like 14. God, I must have been... This was pre-trans me. You're a goof. Yeah, this is before I ascended. Ooh. Might have to check that out. You memorize Mount Moon. No, Kanto isn't really my region of choice when it comes to Pokemon. Pre-trans, scary times. Yeah, it's times we never speak of. I literally, like boot up an old game and see a save file with my dead name and cringe. I hate it. Pokemon Beats, that's for sure. Yeah, they really want us to do the most vanilla fucking area in the game. I'm a Moonstone. I mean... Let's evolve Clefable. I'm not going to use it, so we may as well get the Pokedex entry. Look at him! Look at him! Oh, so cute. So cute. There's so much they ruined Johto for it. Now, Johto has other issues. Yeah, Gen 2 has some really bad pacing issues. I'll probably talk about it because, like, if I'm gonna stream Johto, I'm not gonna lie, I'm either gonna do the Drayano hack for it. Fuck. Or I'm going to do Crystal Clear. Because to be quite frank, most controversial Pokemon take go. Dexit wasn't that bad. It was more so the way they went about it, but it genuinely wasn't that bad. Gen 2 is severely overrated. And Gen 5 is objectively the best generation. It was deeply unpopular back in the day, yes. But it's objectively the best. And my argument for that is, it has the best story, it has the best pacing, its unique mon selection's really good and very varied. Unova is a really fun region that's just linear enough, but also has just enough of an element of non-linearity that it's actually really explorable. Look at the day, feeds the newest Pokemon. Oh, for God's sake. It's free Geodude. Yeah, that's like, a lot of people are like, oh, Pokemon's so pandery. It's like, yeah, because the last time they didn't pander to fans, the fan base literally hated on it so severely that Gen 6 was basically made as a response to it. Which sucks, because Gen 5 was great. What else? What other takes do I have? The fanbase needs to stop shooting the messenger when it comes to like people like Cerebi. And Fuecoco is adorable. That's not even a hot take, I just love Fuecoco. He's just such a cute, he's such a good boy. Oh god, it's an Onix. Can I two-shot this? Can I two-shot this? I can one-shot it. Do I have any healing items? No, fuck. Yeah, Gen 2 has a very weak Pokedex. And a lot of it as well, the level pacing is so bad. Like, yeah, like, there are certain Pokemon you can't get until the very end of the game. And even then, they'll be like level 30 while you're fighting trainers who are like in the 60s. Shit, we might faint here. Shit, we're gonna black out. I fucking... This game is a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. Gee, it's almost like it's a poorly paced early JRPG. Right, Clefable? You're our last hope. Damn it. Oh yeah, possibly my hottest take. The people who say that Pokemon designs have been going downhill since Gen 1 are lying out their ass. One, the design system's just changed. They changed. But two, and probably the most notable thing here is, Gen 1 Pokemon, some of them are just fucking terrible. Oh, he's steamed, apparently. Don't know what he's steamed on. Yeah, that is the Gen 2 problem. So, like, for example here. But is Voltorb? Yeah, Voltorb Electrode. Pretty rough. Yeah, we've got several Pokemon where it's just... We've got both the Diglett and the Magnemite lines where it's like they just triple up. They have gotten much better. Especially Gen 9. Gen 9 Pokemon so far have all been bangers. I love them all. We have Muck and Grimer, who are just piles of goop. You know what the annoying thing is? I'm pretty sure this is the end of Mount Moon. 90% sure this is the end. We're getting to the end of Mount Moon. And all we have is like a Fable on like 6 HP. Yeah, because this is the fossil guy. Hey, stop. I found these fossils, they're both mine. You can have them. Okay. It's like, hey, I'm alright with you having them. Yeah, Calyrex is a little weak. Oh, talking about fucking Grimer. I think Stunjourner was alright. Okay, and now we walk back at breakneck speed with utmost haste. How you feel about Askilia? Oh, you like that? Oh, you like us? I'll take that from you first. Fuck off, Geodude. Yeah, Alolan Grimer and Muck look good. Oh yeah. I would rather Pokemon Company stop giving us random gimmick mechanics and just focus on improving the current mechanics and giving us more regional variants. Because I think regional variants is the best thing Pokemon's really ever done for its variety. I think Dynamax and Gigantamax are just less interesting Mega Evolutions. While I do like Z-moves, they don't really add much. I'd rather them either stick to one or drop the gimmicks. On top of this, I honestly think this Agile and Strong Style from Legends Arceus is one of the best gimmicks they've ever done. I feel like that's a slightly controversial take. I like Dynamax. Yeah, see the thing. I don't mind Dynamax. I really don't. But the problem is, and this is the exact same problem that Terastallizing is going to have. I don't give a shit, because they're going to drop it. And that's a real shame. I just want them to focus. Quick stats report, only in brief. Hey, it took us an hour to beat the first gym. Seraphina has evolved. And we now have a Mankey called Goldion. We never got that Pidgeotto because it was a 1% chance. Terastallizing this looks very over-designed. I would have honestly preferred if they just said, we're just going to stick... Mankey Goldion makes sense, it does. I would have preferred if they just said, yeah, you know what, we're just going to stick to bring back Megas or stick to Dynamax. I'd rather them just focus on Lob Mechanic. It's like, oh, but how will we sell the new games? You're the highest grossing media franchise of all time. That is how you will sell the new games. It'd be like Marvel being like, but how will we sell the new Avengers movie? It's like, it's the Avengers. It will sell. I'll be off for the day. Thanks for the nice stream. Thanks for conveying things possible. Oh, thank you for catching. I'm glad you enjoyed. Nice to remake, I guess, yeah. Okay, important question. Chat, important question. What fossil are we getting? Helix or Dome? Because we could use it. It could actually... One of the fossil Pokemon could join the team. Got Interlinks. No, we're gonna get like Digimon mechanics. They're gonna get like fusion and armored Pokemon. For Kabutops, personally. See, Kabutops is pretty good, but he's not the Lord and Savior. Killia was trying to learn Double Team. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. Aerodactyl is honestly one I could consider using. I would have to go back and, grind. But it would be it would make a very good Pokemon to use. That is, unfortunately, the very big problem with the fossil mons in this game. They're very late. You can't actually restore them until the 7th gym, I believe. Anyway, I hope you really like that animation, because we're going to be seeing a lot this playthrough. Cringe and cheating is base. Yeah, but this is a ROM hack. I mean, a perfectly legitimate copy. So how am I meant to cheat? I'll just... When it comes down to it, I'll probably just put a movie on or something. Very easily. I don't think that's how it works. Let's pick up the Helix fossil. Promise is cheats. Look, but the thing is, they don't have... Not every emulator, I mean perfectly legitimate Game Boy, has a built-in cheat option. Stop right there. Look who it is. That fossil is Team Rocket. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Jesse and James are in Pokemon Yellow. This is the only time they appear in a main series video game. I think they're in the mobile game. And I know they're in the puzzle game, like Puzzle League or something. I don't fucking know what it's called. Puzzle Challenge. But yeah, they're in Pokemon Master Sex. And I refuse to call it its real name because Pokemon Master Sex is a lot funnier. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I could see. Wait, what? Yeah, so basically they renamed Pokemon Masters to Pokemon Masters EX for its like 1 year. But when they announced it, they did hashtag Pokemon Masters EX. So basically hashtag Pokemon Masters X. Oh, I guarantee it is. Yeah, honestly, Purloin could fit the team. Might end up replacing Seraphina. Would not make a bad team member. Greg defeated Rocket. A brat beat us? We are God. Blast off at the speed of light. We're free! Shut the world with devastation. We have finally got to Cerulean City. Which first shot is in the way? Your way around. Oh, look, it's Bulbasaur! I take care of injured Pokemon. I nurse this Bulbasaur back to health. It needs a good trainer to take care of it now. So, we could get a Bulbasaur, but it would require us to catch a few Pokemon. Because she doesn't mean you. Yeah, could someone real quick just look how many Pokemon I actually need to obtain Bulbasaur? Because Bulbasaur could be a potential party member. This was in original Yellow. You are actually able to get every starter in Yellow. Because it's based on Ash's journey, and Ash does get all 3 starters. No, my skill you at least one. Just in the wild, no? Yeah, he ended up reading it. Yeah, he ended up reading it. He's legally changed his name to Jim. But as someone who has also, legally changed their name, honestly, more people should. If your name makes you feel uncomfortable, change it. I've developed chaos. But yeah, does anyone know? Electrode is loafing around. Oh. And yeah, if you get all 8 badges, you can go catch Mewtwo in there. Just like you get stuff like Ditto. Because regrettably, otherwise we will just have to pause the stream for just a second while I check. We can also do Misty now, but I want to do the upper route first. DoorDash is having a multiverses tournament. Right? I mean, fucking Just Eat has a fucking Katy Perry song going on. Okay, I'm just gonna have to real quick Google this. Will offer you her Pikachu. Oh! 25. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, also, I love the Toby and Z emotes. They're so good. A girl in Cerulean City will offer you her Bulbasaur if your Pikachu is in good spirits. The easiest way to do this is to give Pikachu a potion when at full health. Well, that... I think that's what it... I think it's caught Pokemon in Let's Go, because that's what I was assuming it was. But if that's not the case... Killia. Let's get you to love me. Look, this is Gen 1. I didn't even realise it had happiness as a mechanic. Oh, he loves me. Right. Come on, lad. Convince your Pokemon. I suppose we're back to health. It's a good try to take care of it now. I know. Would you take care of this Bulbasaur? Do you want to give the name to a Bulbasaur? That is not a Bulbasaur. Welcome to the team, Christo. Now, honestly, really good Pokemon. Bulbasaur might be the starter we take with me, actually. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's just like giving him an item. Christo? I'm so sorry. Ah, that is a cute name. And it already has Leech Seed. Not bad. Not bad for a, Not bad. Okay. We're gonna level up, the Canadian say sorry. Yo, no, we'll do Nugget Bridge. We'll do Nugget Bridge. Fuck! Doctor, you're Greg. You're still struggling along back here. I'm doing great. I got a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me see what you caught, Greg. Fuck, fuck. She's only level 10. Oh no! Oh, come on. Please. Killia. Does Blue have a Spirit? Well, he does in this game. Am I gonna wipe to this fucking Spearow? I might actually wipe to the Spearow. To be fair, I am on a fucking weird path because I lost the first battle but won the second. And that's what determines his team in this game. Remember though, this is more based on Gary. Oh, come on. Please. This game is certainly balanced. We're actually going to wipe against Gary, aren't we? Ugh. Damn you, Dark. Oh, look at Bulbasaur's backsprite. So cute. Come on. Why are you using solely Sand Attack? What is wrong with the Sandshrew? Might just be able to do it. Oh, of course, if you Sand Attack, even though you've maxed out my, maxed it out, you will, of course. Oh, wait, no, apparently not. You auto-win against Misty if you send out a bug Pokemon. You see, that would be an incredibly amazing Easter egg and reference, but I somehow doubt it. Come on! He has 2 more Pokemon after this. Wait, it's an Eevee and a Rattata. Oh, this will be a cakewalk then. Of course, if I actually remember to use the fighting type move. Hold on. We should not be winning this fight. This game is not balanced. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got it to show me his rare Pokemon. Now I'll page my Pokedex. After all, Bill, well famous as a Pokemaniac. He invented the Pokemon storage system on PC. So use the system, go thank him. Well, I better get rolling. Smell you later. Why is he sounding just more like a surfer dude? Well, that went terribly. Which seems to just be the theme of this outside. I love these little urban legends you're hitting me with. And if you run around the star in Super Mario 64 120 times, you get to play as Luigi. Yeah. And if you do 2,401 jumps, you've officially just wasted your life. Wait, who's first? Oh no, I think it's Krista. I think Seraphina's use might have finally reached its end. Especially now that we have like a much better poison type Pokemon, who we'll probably use with us for the rest of the game. I might have to box Seraphina. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go until I think I beat Misty. And then I will end the stream. If that's alright with you guys. Perfectly fine. Excellent. So yeah, Seraphina is no longer going to get trained because I question her usefulness beyond this section of the game. I feel like Butterfree has a lot more usability. So like, yeah, it makes up for the terrible stat block, but certainly not Beedrill. I mean, does Beedrill even get anything good? Because Poison Sting is terrible, and Fury Attack is not consistent enough. I think I'll have to look it up after the stream. Right, Presto, it's your chance. Come on. Oh, come on, please. So yes, there's actually no 100% accurate move in this game. Everything's like 99% accurate, including the Master Ball. You can actually miss with Pokeballs, and it is possible to miss with the Master Ball. I just love how Pikachu just hops onto the counter like, hello. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. Thank you for your service, Seraphina. You did actually get some pretty decent hits. But you are currently not needed. It's Markiplier the trans streamer. The transgender icon Markiplier. Let's Leech Seed to get... Hands Vassy for DB Max. Yes, they do indeed. Is Ivysaur 14 a level 14 Evo? I think it is. I hope it is. Yeah, I'm just going to do some switch training. Oh. Great. Excellent. Come on. Okay, Christo is actually useful now. Christo can actually fight now. See, I think probably add a Purloin to the team. And with adding Dragonite, that leaves then one final team member. Okay. Wait, did I beat you? No? I'm pretty sure I did. I should have done that. No, I'm gonna have extreme brain. Very excited to stream New Vegas. A few days. That's gonna be a really fun series. If it works, of course, because New Vegas is, you know, an infamously awkward game to run. Really hoping, Gillia. Rip. I'm going to be able to probably, honestly, I'll be able to steamroll Misty's gym with literally just Christo and Killia. Goldion is not going to need to come out for that gym. Final trainer. No, it's the next guy who's the final trainer. Junior trainer. How the tables have turned. I'm so used to saying how the turns have tabled. I'm not used to saying how the tables have turned. Damn, why is the Vine Whip animation actually quite cool? It's the better form. Yes, it is. Ooh. Ah, fuck it. You get quite a bit of money on Nugget Bridge. It's either now or it's in 2 levels that we get the evolution. Yeah, it's 2 levels. I'm gonna say we try and get Christo to a Venusaur. We got 5 contest trainers. Out of 5 there's 5. Nugget, we can sell that. Wait, would you like to join Team Rocket? Group dedicated to evil choosing Pokemon. I love how honest he is. I absolutely love. He's just like, yep, we're evil. Leech Seed? You're kidding. I'm growing to hate Ekans in this game. Because you really can't do much about rap. What do you mean that wasn't very effective? I think that's all it was. Effective. Come on. Oh, of course. There you go for the absolute value. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of those games where like they actually slightly edited the ROM. Oh. They slightly edited the ROM for the 3DS re-release because some of those sprites, yikes. Not those sprites, sorry, animations. I defeated Rocket. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to get a lot of items for Dark Cave because, Jesus. Luckily, I think it's the Dark Cave, like the Rocket bases, and Victory Road are kind of like the big ones. Hopefully by the time we're in Seafoam Island, we should be able to just storm through that area. And Cerulean Cave should be the same. It's gonna just waddle. Oh, I didn't realise there was a battle. This battle always captured me off guard, I think. I think I always fall for that one. Okay, Rattata. I mean, luckily for me, I have a Bulbasaur. A very squishy Bulbasaur. I'm noticing that. He's not the strongest of boys yet. Oh my god. We're gonna get a ton of potions. It's okay. No. We're just gonna hit it. We're just gonna hit it with Goldia. It's not worth it. You're hidden. Critical. Excellent. Even the game was like, yep, no, you don't deserve that pain. So we should be able to get, should be an interesting Pokemon there. I think there's a few trainers left on the street. I'm good at raising Pokemon. I should release my Charmander because I haven't raised it well. It's just, look careful, it's yours. Oh shit! I'm not gonna use the Charmander, but we've got a Charmander. Thanks, game. That was a little easier to get. What's TM45? Thunderwave. Oh, I've already got Thunderwave off that one. Is anyone going to show up? Come on, I know there's some Pokemon that can show up. Oh. Hello again, Pidgey. Basically, Abra can spawn here, and Abra is how you do a very famous glitch in Red and Blue to access Mew. I don't think it works in Yellow. A Machops. Oh my god! Jesus! Christo needs to get buffed! I can't believe this. I can't believe how randomly powerful some of these Pokemon are. I'm gonna have to go back to the Pokemon Center. You know what, actually, to prove a point about how easy Misty's gym should be, I'm actually gonna do it now, after this battle, with Bulbasaur, and we'll end the stream after doing Bills. I can't believe that, like, like, Pikachu is not the strongest boy in this game. You know, I would have thought they would have really buffed him up, but apparently not. Eh. He's our soft boy. Alright, Pokemon Center. We're going to deposit... We're going to deposit Charmander. We're going to head to the mart because I'd like to pick up a few items. No, I'd like to sell. TM12. I want to sell the Nugget. And I'd like to sell TM45. Nine, 10. Perfect. Let's go meet the second gym. Splash, I'm first up, let's do it. Yeah, so the first two gyms don't really have mechanics. They later do. I think third gym onwards you start to hit the mechanics and puzzles. Start with Horsey. That was a not very effective critical hit, and that did nothing. Oh my god. Yeah, we got nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing. Ugh. Shoulder. Yeah, you're one of those Gen 1 Pokemon I just forget about sometimes. God, there's so many water types in this game. And that is our Ivysaur. A little frog. A little dino frog. Yeah, he has a weird dino frog thing. So I just want to say, I actually just want to say 28, 27, 29, 35. You know, actually, no, it is still kind of a mid. Yeah, actually, alright, yeah, it's actually, okay, Pikachu isn't actually all that bad. Or maybe just Ivysaur's bad. No. I forgot to heal. I forgot to heal Ivy. No, did I? No, I healed Ivysaur. Sorry, I haven't streamed in so long, so my brain is like... It's like... how do you do this? I will have to go back to the Pokemon Center again, because Ivysaur is running out of Fight Whip. Actually, going kind of do things. Yeah, good point. Nice. Although, actually, no, I reckon I can do it. We do have Kill, yeah. Worst case scenario happens. Okay. What's your policy of Pokemon? What's your approach? My policy is not offensively water type Pokemon. Misty, the world famous beauty, is your host. Are you ready, sweetie? Misty wants to fight. Start off with Leech Seed and X Defend. So, X Accuracy is OP in this game, because it actually, maxes out your accuracy to such a degree that one-hit KO moves will always kill. Nice. Starmie. Yep, level 21. That's a really big... That's a very, very big level jump. I think it's something like the second gym tends to be like one of the hardest. I've never really found that with Misty. I think just because water type is such an easy type to counter. Which makes it even weirder that Black and White 2's fighter gym leader is a water type. I've never really understood that decision. Wait, why did I use Quick Attack? Oh my god. Well, that happened. I chose the wrong move and got punished with a crit. Oh my... This Starmie is fucking not dying, is it? Now it's dead. Level 18. Level 19. Cascade badge. TM11. What's TM11? Oh, it's Bubble Beam. It was a very buff Starmie. You know, I think I'm gonna park it here for tonight. I've really enjoyed tonight's stream. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, what I think I'm gonna do is between this and the next Pokemon stream, I will try and level everyone up a bit. But yep, we have now got the second badge. Very chill. It was a nice chill stream. I will be back on Thursday. And I will be streaming Fallout New Vegas then, which I believe to be the exact opposite of chill. Who's live? Tobeans is live. I think I'll raid her. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!